I walk it and talk it just how I live it, If I want it, I hustle until I get it, I'm dedicated to flossing and balling out, Keep my mind on my paper, what I'm about, I walk it and talk it just how I live it, If I want it, I hustle until I get it, I'm dedicated to flossing and balling out, Welcome back to Reporting Live ENT TV. If you don't know who I am, this is Bread Man Adina. This is your first time here. And today, man, I wanted to touch on some things about MAGA, making America great again. And the thing about MAGA is they deporting everybody out that's not from around here, which is causing people to lose their farmlands and all this stuff. Which is, black people, we've been going through it our whole life. So we really, we really don't care about you losing your land, and you can't crop your land and you're losing it. But at the end of the day, we gotta eat, and they gonna make sure we eat. And what I mean by that, if you don't know, the prison's been trying to sue the government for the lack of inmates. They say the government promised them inmates, and they haven't been coming through on and holding up their end of the bargain. If you don't know, I done a little research. I was like, well, why would they be deporting all these people? And then I come to find out that it's 100 federal prisons, around 98 to 100 federal prisons, and it's 1,500 state prisons, which equal up to about 2 million people. And you wonder why I say that. It's because I'm going to let y'all into a mind of the ultimate hustler, which is the government. Nobody can out-hustle the government. So, what's finna happen is they're going to deport all these people. They taking the land, and guess who's buying the land? The government. They've been bailing these people out, and they thought they were going to keep getting these bailouts. They talk about, black people on welfare when it's more of them on welfare. Even these people with these big farms and stuff, they get tax cuts and they get assistance as well. I'm not going to try to hold y'all up too long on this, but get ready for slavery. What I mean by get ready for slavery, they getting rid of all these people because they thought the black people didn't have no jobs and they were going to go work those fields. Guess what? We ain't working them fields. But guess who is? We don't see it now. They're going to get all of them out the way. They're going to buy up the land from these people, let them go under. And them 2 million people I just said, out them 1,500 prisons and them 100 federal prisons, get ready for the chain gang. Because guess what? In jail, you work for pennies anyway. Get ready to get chained up and get out there in them fields if you're in jail. Your best bet is to try to get on somebody's job before your ass be out there in them fields picking whatever corn or whatever, tomatoes, strawberries, whatever fruits, whatever grow in them fields they got. Get ready. I'm telling you what's finna happen. These people, listen, you think they finna kick all these people out of America and ain't got a backup plan? I know I wouldn't. I'm a hustler. Why would I kick all my hustlers out the trap house and I have to go back and work in the trap? I try to put it in terms that y'all understand what's going on. So like I said, they've been deporting and rounding up all these people. You know what I'm saying? And now the farmers is complaining that they crops and all this stuff and tomatoes, everything going rotten. So they're having to go through there with their tractors and cut everything down. Donald Trump promised these folks that he was going to keep bailing them out. That's what they voted for. They thought that he was going to be the good guy to them. But guess what, white folks? He knocked your ass off too. Now you down here with us and you can't take it. This is what we've been going through our whole life. My ancestors, all this shit. So now all this land that's been passed down for 300-400 years that y'all stole, now it's getting took from you. Because y'all thought y'all was better than us. So now y'all got to come down here and get with us. I've been saying it for the longest. In a minute, we're going to have to come together, all the way together, because we're going to need each other. You know, we're going to need each other. And just hope and pray that the black people have the generosity and the, the generosity and welcome you in a respectful manner. Because y'all been handling us. Y'all been handling us. Y'all been handling us. So, and if not, the inmates gonna be doing the chain gang, they gonna put robots in there. Robots don't get tired. I would say AI is coming. AI already here. When you try to call your pharmacy or wherever you calling, that's a robot you talking to. That ain't no real person. So they already took them jobs. All these Amazon workers and all that, robots is doing that. These trucks and all this shit, Tesla, all that shit finna take over. It's finna take over. And if you don't have no skill, like plumbing, electrician, all that type of shit, doctors, you finna be, man, listen, your ass finna be on that end, on the end of the stick, the long end of that bitch. They gonna clock. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Black people, we already used to the struggle. But them white folks ain't. They used to having it their way. They used to belittling us and walking by us with their nose in there because they thought they was better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for the Democrat or Republican because all of it's wrong. All of it is to get over on you. So, like I said, 2 million prisoners sitting in jail. If you ever been to prison, you already know how they work you. 8 hours, 10 hours a day for pennies on the dollar. So now they trying to get rid of the Mexicans, the Cubans, and everybody ain't supposed to be over here. That land gotta be cropped, y'all. It gotta be cropped. See, what y'all don't understand is these people will take a yearly loss in order to get the land to come back tenfold. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to supply on demand. They got to have food. So like I said, MAGA, making America great again. That's what they saying. It's finna be some serious slavery shit going on around here. And the thing is, most of the people are already slaves. You living from check to check. Your car break down, you can't get to work, so you may lose your job because you overspending. You not stacking your money. This is a time right now where you have to save every dollar. You need to get what you need and quit trying to run and get what you want. Thanksgiving is coming. They got 4 or 5 months out the year they hit us. They hit us last month on Halloween. Ain't no telling how much money they made on Halloween. Now here come Thanksgiving. They finna hit you again. So if I was you, I wouldn't try to go spend all my money on big turkeys and stuff. I would buy the minimal shit, like whatever y'all eat, chicken and collard greens and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Then they finna hit you again on Christmas. I don't celebrate holidays and Christmas and stuff like that, but a lot of y'all do. Don't go buy your kids no presents. Save your money. Don't be thinking you getting your income tax coming in January or February and you spend your money up at the end of the year and you broke. Because you may lose your job. How they snatching jobs, you might not even have a job tomorrow. Y'all better, if you're a family and y'all love each other, y'all better try to get up under the same roof and take care of each other. Because if not, it's going to be hard on you. I'm telling you, it's going to be hard on you. After Christmas, they hit you on New Year's. You go buy firecrackers and all that shit. So 4 months right there, back to back, they hit you. It's not the time to be thinking slow. You got to think ahead. You got to think for the future. If you stuck thinking you need them new pair of shoes trying to look clean, now you got to go back to like I was when I was in the trap. I might wear my clothes 4 or 5 days in a row. Now, people who trap, they trying to trap in designer. And guess who trying to follow? The people who do this type of stuff. Stupid ass niggas. Y'all don't know how to humble y'allself when y'all know y'all ain't got it. You know you don't have the money that you spending, and you'll go spend it anyway on some shit you don't even need. I was telling my partner, if they came out with 100-inch flat screen TV, you rush and go buy that. As soon as you buy that 100-inch TV, they come out with a 150-inch TV. You never going to get ahead chasing the Jones. When we know as black people, we ain't got it. But in order for you to stop doing that, you got to have get out that ego you in. See, your ego and your pride will kill you dead. That shit will make you starve and boy won't have nothing. Because you trying to show something to the next person. Now, you see he is taking stuff from the white people. He already tried to take, he done took SNAP, which it may come back, it may not. If it don't, it's for a reason. You got to look at this. We in an age where men and women, black women and black men are not getting along. We talk about each other like dogs. Like we ain't nothing to each other. If y'all don't put some love in y'all heart, get out them streets, quit trying to take them trips. Bro, quit trying to do what y'all see on the internet. This shit is a smoke and mirror. It's a facade. Yeah, they take trips or whatnot, but people is paying them for their time and their energy. I'm not paying a motherfucker nothing for my energy. If a woman want to get with me, she need to come over here with her heart out. Because guess what? I don't need her money. I don't need a private part. To be honest. We, as me and y'all know, we can handle our own. Especially if you've done some penitentiary time. You learn to live without a woman. Then we in a time where men and women, we all live, we live alone. The women got their house, we got our shit. If you on top of your game. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that don't got their stuff, they trying to manipulate and get where they can get in. But the women is getting tired of it, and the men is getting tired of it. So if we don't find a way to come back together, the government already done a number on us when they took the men out the house, when it came to, government assistance. You couldn't have a man in the house. If they came in the house back then and seen a man's shoes or something in that house, you got put out your house. So let them take their shit. Find you a man who, and it's hard. It's hard to find somebody. It's hard to trust. We done been brainwashed to hate each other. A lot of them videos that y'all see on the internet, that's AI, y'all. A lot of them killings y'all see on there, that's AI. Yeah, when we see a rapper get killed or something every now and then, or somebody get killed, yeah, people gonna die. But at the end of the day, a lot of that shit is AI. They fooling you. So they can paint your community as it's toxic. And I'm not saying we ain't toxic. We all got a little toxicity in us. But at the end of the day, MAGA, make America great again. What he means is make us back slaves. You can't think past go because you got to get up and go to work. Then when you get home from work, you ain't got enough time to really cook no meal and get your family together, or you ain't even really got the money to do that. Think about what I'm saying. If you don't learn how to control your spending, you will never have no money, because a fool and his money shall pour. That's just the truth. You might get some money, but it's going to be gone. Because guess what? You feel like you got to go get this new shit you seen on social media. When income tax come, y'all have to be plotting on a way to expand your money. If you know how to braid hair real good, find a connection in China. Spend your whole check and whole income tax on her. If you know how to wash cars, go buy everything you need to wash cars. You have to be business minded, or you're not going to make it out here. You just not. And I tell y'all this because I love you. You know, pure love. And I don't want to see nobody doing bad. But if you can't use your brain and understand what I'm trying to tell you, you're going to be in last place. Because the robots is going to take your spot. They're going to take your spot. And it's sad to say. It's sad to say. Y'all, these people are not playing. We either going to come together. I don't care what color you are. We got to defeat them people. And the only way we can defeat them is stay out of their stores. Don't you know a lot of y'all don't understand that a lot of these rappers who are up on the top, they got shares in the penitentiary. They got shares in it. So every time your ass go to jail, somebody, one of these rap or labels or big artists are getting paid because they got shares in it. These same people y'all analyzing, when y'all get your ass locked up, they getting paid off of you. Then when you rapping, and if you're a rapper, you get killed, they got insurance on you. You ain't even got insurance on yourself. Your family ain't got insurance on you. You ain't even thought about going to get no insurance on yourself. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, especially in a time like this. Get your ass off of Facebook, all that shit, and get your ass in a book. That's why you got a smartphone. Get on there and find out how to do it. Ask Google, hey, how do you do this? How you get her from her? How you do? Ask. But you don't care about that. You don't care about that. But then when they take your food stamps and your family can't eat, you mad at them. You don't depend on nobody to do shit for you. You are grown. You got to handle your own. And like I said, we have to come together. They keep doing us like this because of racism. This shit is chess, not checkers. I don't give a fuck what color you is. In a minute, we gonna need each other. And if you don't want to come work with a person because of their skin color, your ass gonna be grass. You gonna be grass, partner. Like I said, I try to enlighten my people. That's what my show's about. Live, love, laugh, and learn. And today we learning, so we never take a L. But in order not to take that L, you have to be willing to learn. You got to be willing to listen. No, I'm not better than nobody. But what I don't do, I left social media alone a minute ago. Yeah, I post because I have a business. Yes, I post, and if I'm not promoting my business, I'm trying to give some free game. Just to enlighten you. You know, it's called food for thought. Either you suck it up or you don't. It don't make me no difference. But me, I got to do what I got to do. I'm going to still warn my people before the tornado hit. That hate, that envy you got in your heart, you got to forgive the people, not to their face, but you got to forgive them, and you got to get that hate out your heart. Because when you hating on people because they've got ahead of you, you've already lost. Because guess what? If you would have equal forces, if you would have combined forces with them, ain't no telling where y'all be or how your life could have changed out. But you still mad at them for some shit from 20 years ago. Come on, man. You know how crazy that sounds? Don't you know them people probably not even the same people, and they probably then forgave you, and you still holding on to a grudge? You gonna need them. Especially when you know a person is kind-hearted and you messed over a kind-hearted person, you gonna need that person. Because 9 times out of 10, in the hood, it ain't too many businessmen that really can walk your ass up out of there. Now, you can sit up and listen to drama and bullshit all day long, or somebody else's problem and get your energy drained. Some people, it boosts their energy because they love being messy. Me, I love being peaceful. If it's not peace, stay away from me. If you're not trying to get no money, stay away from me. Because out here, I learned a long time ago, this is about survival and spiritual. So if your heart ain't right and you mad at everybody who coming up, how you gonna come up? When the person you hating on is trying to tell you the game and lead you the way. But you got so much hate built up in you, and 9 times out of 10, the person you hating on not even thinking about you. They living rent free. They done built a mansion in your brain. A mansion in your brain. You can't even go to the club or wherever you see them, you telling all your homeboys, there that whole ass nigga go right there. Or telling your homegirl, look at that bitch. Because like I said, this channel right here, we tell the truth. I'm from the hood. It's the most messiest shit in the world. And that's why I'm not there. Got my money and I left. And I still go back. I go back time to time. But when I go back, I don't come to take, I come to give. But see, I've gave so much that I can give you, but a fool and his money shall pour. Therefore, I got to give you the game. You got to quit hating on the winner, the good-hearted person, because they for you. They want to see you win. 9 times out of 10, the clique of people you run with, they'll convince you to hate on a person like me. I may be the round table discussion in my hood, because I'm the goat that escaped out the cage, and I'm the crab that jumped out the bucket and ran back in the water, while everybody else sitting in there fighting each other. It gotta stop. It's not talked about enough. It needs to be the #1 topic on Facebook. It needs to be the #1 topic on YouTube. It needs to be the #1 topic on TikTok, any social site. We got to get our shit together. We got to come together, because guess what? We fighting the wrong enemy. The enemy's high. He up there. He the puppet master. He make you see what you want to see, and he done program y'all brain. From school, you learn, they train, when I winded up in the penitentiary, I said, these motherfuckers trained me to do this shit. From school, you go to school, and every time that bell ring, you move from class to class. Then that's elementary. You go to middle school, same thing. When you hear that bell, you go to different classes. High school, you go to different classes. College, you go to different classes. Every time that bell ring or whatever, I didn't go to college, but I got an education. I got mine in the penitentiary. I made sure when I went to the penitentiary, the first thing I done was got my diploma. I didn't sit up under the television and crack jokes and play all day. I didn't even watch television. I didn't watch television. I read books, I wrote music, and I worked out and ran my store because I had one of the biggest stores in the penitentiary that I was in. And like I said, so once I got to the penitentiary, they got what they call 5 and 10 minute moves. And if your ass is caught on that yard within that move, your ass going to jail inside of jail. They locking your funky ass up. So you have to think about it, man. You have to use your brain besides putting weed in it or whatever type of drugs you putting in it. Drama, you gotta let that shit go. Come on, man. How many of us gotta die before we wake up? I'm about to get out of here, y'all. All I'm saying is, if I didn't give a fuck, I wouldn't say nothing. Because in reality, I don't have to say nothing. But I'm from a land from the 903, Texas, where most of the people are 10 years behind a city life. They damn near retarded, but they think they slick, but they really just manipulators that they can manipulate each other because they're in the same circle. But when it comes to a person like me, I read you for you came, partner. Because body language is key. Like I said, in the penitentiary, niggas don't talk. If you don't look and see how a nigga moving and know his energy out today, you might die. Because you used to being in the streets, cat, back and forth. That ain't how it work in the penitentiary. That's not how it work. Your ass, it's called the 3 B's in the federal penitentiary. Behave behind bars. And I used to tell niggas, you 21. You're not 21 backwards. You know what that means? That means you're grown. You 21, not 21 backwards, which is 12. So I'm not going to be your daddy and tell you how to operate. So when your ass run down there and you steal something from the Mexicans or steal something from them white boys and they come to get you, guess who got to initiate you? Your own people. And if we don't do it, we got to either check your ass in, or you got to handle them, or you got to, or they gonna handle you. Think about what I just told you. 3 B's, behave behind bars. It need to be like that in the streets. You need to know how to behave in the streets. And that's why people die all the time. Because they don't know how to watch their mouth. They don't know how to watch their mouth. This is Reporting Live ENT-TV, where we live, love, laugh, and learn. I'm Breadman the Don. Thank y'all for tuning in. I just wanted to put that on y'all brain. Much love and respect as always. Keep your head up. Let's come together, y'all. Let's stop this bullshit. We can do it. We can do it, y'all. But we got to come together as a whole. It don't matter what block you from, what gang you from, none of that. We got to do better, or we're going to continue to lose. Bye, y'all.
I walk it and talk it just how I live it, If I want it, I hustle until I get it, I'm dedicated to flossing and balling out, Keep my mind on my paper, what I'm about, I walk it and talk it just how I live it, If I want it, I hustle until I get it, I'm dedicated to flossing and balling out,